then we can close up. I bet you can be involved, then we can talk, then we can close up. Let me see you do that. Involved, then we can talk, then we can close up. I bet you can. My like. My like. My like.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you?
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Sexton. Colin Sexton slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Sexton. Horford, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Marcus Morris, strong finish.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jetty Osman. Irving to Marcus Morris. Going to launch beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Knight into the front court. 5-point game. Here comes the screen. To Love. He was hacked. They let it go. To Irving. To Marcus Morris. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Irving's shot off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Short jumper won't fall. Tatum. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
And count the basket inside.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Irving. Deep right corner to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Love. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Celtics have it. Irving goes to the right side from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Sexton. Great feed. Sets it up. He gets it. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Irving to Marcus Smart. Down the lane to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving to Marcus Smart. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. To Love. Shot by Clarkson off the mark. Tatum. Not easy.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Al Horford with a piece. Here's Irving into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. They'll let one fly from half court. First quarter's complete. The Celtics have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Clarkson. Screen coming. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Clarkson's shot, no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Irving. Trying to cash in. Brown shot, no good. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Tough make through traffic. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Good for Irving as he finishes off the three-point play, adding to the Celtics lead. Sexton to Love. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. So it remains Cleveland basketball. Got it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Irving into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Marcus Morris. Irving. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Sexton. Doesn't get the bounce. To Horford. Has a look. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 7.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Love. Passed it off. Big finish at the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Irving brings the ball up court. In count the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Sexton. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Irving. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Love to Colin Sexton. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
I got ball.
Nice finish at the rim. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Celtics didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Cavaliers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems. But I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Field goals.
Cavaliers just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first two quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half. The shooting was certainly worse in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Cleveland has the basketball.
Screen.
Nance gets it in the right corner. To Love. Kevin Love. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Irving can't get past the defender to Irving.
Got him. D up, baby. D up.
Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Love. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Hey, lock up.
Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. Al Horford snares the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because
Stuffs it down with authority.
and there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nance. To Love. Al Horford pins it. That's his third block this evening. Sexton. Five to shoot for Cleveland. For three. Not going down here. To Love. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a three-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Cavs at the controls.
It's my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving to Marcus Morris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys holding the big lead. Gets it in the left corner. Irving to Marcus Morris. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum had made his first couple, but he misses there. Cavaliers with the basketball. Clarkson. Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Clarkson. Nothing going here on that drive. Clarkson. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
is good as they continue to widen their lead.
My ball. Hey, switch, I got him.
To Love.
Ice.
Kevin Love. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Kyrie with the rock.
Let him out.
To Jaylen Brown. Irving. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
I'm here. I got ball. It's all me. I'm outside.
That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters complete. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Sexton to Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from long range. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Love.
Keep that way.
To Colin Sexton. The drive. Right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton. Deep left corner to Colin Sexton. Driving right to the basket. Oh, nice find for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. To Jaylen Brown. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. To Colin Sexton. And Jay, they call the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Colin Sexton. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Love. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Sexton.
Send him down, send him down.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Larry Nance Jr. trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Irving to Marcus Morris. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a bucket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cleveland has the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good for Irving as he finishes off the three-point play, adding to the Celtics' lead.
My ball.
Sexton to Love. Oh, he had it. Kevin Love. He's now 4 for 6.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Deep right corner to Irving. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Sexton. Al Horford rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Boston has the rebound. Tatum. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Cavs at the controls. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Irving.
Here we go. My ball.
To Rozier.
Match up, y'all.
There it is, Al Horford. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It goes down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Add 2 points to the board. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics were simply amazing in this contest. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Cavaliers, long before the final buzzer. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track.
Defense.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.